let's go swimming.
Ready for some good fish on the good dish?
We are kicking things off under the sea.
I've never seen shrimp cooked in the oven like this.
An easy and delicious shrimp recipe that'll have your family begging for more.
Oh my, this is so good.
And we're dishing with Chef Richard Blais.
You don't have to be a great chef to cook a tuna stick.
Flip it for us, Richard.
The 2 ingredients he wants us all to use more of.
Whoa!
That's next.
Everything you find in the ocean can seem a little intimidating at first. I mean, you never know what's gonna swim by. But today, you can call the good dish the good fish, because we're taking you underwater to show you there's nothing to be afraid of when it comes to cooking seafood. So let's go swimming. Oh yes.
Let's dish. The kitchen has always been the center of my world because life is more delicious when it's full of food and fun. Everybody knows me as a culinary expert and food judge on television, but also I'm a mom trying to get dinner on the table.
From Hollywood to home, I bring Southern sweet and Caribbean heat, and I'm not afraid to stir the pot.
Good food, good friends, good dish.
Oh my God. Good. Good, ladies. Here we go. Spin. Give us a little scuba gear. I'm swimming. I don't know how I'm swimming. You're not swimming. Make sure that shrimp doesn't fall.
I know, I can't
drop good. Guys, this is a big problem. I'm coming to you, Gail.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Thank
of
you.
course. All mine.
Backstroking that one. That was nice.
I know, you got a backstroke. I was going underwater. Welcome to the Good Dish, guys. Today we are kicking things off under the sea. From everything bageled tuna to shrimp with jumbo Moroccan flavors, we have got you covered. Jamaica, your Moroccan spice shrimp that you're going to show us how to make today played a huge role in kicking off your career. Tell us the story.
I would have known that shrimp would be the pinnacle of my career, right?
The beginning.
It was really funny because early on in my catering days, I got called to cook for an award show. It was a hip hop award show out in Atlanta. And I mean, everybody that was anybody in the rap game was a part of this event, right? So it was like towards the end, I'm kind of getting nervous because I'm like, do I have enough food? Am I running out? And then I see like 40 guys walk through the door and like huge just pile of men, and someone says, Snoop Dogg, and the room starts clapping. Everybody's like, Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg. I couldn't even see the man. All I saw was a circle of people surrounding him, and then my buffet was attacked and all my shrimp, everything was gone. So I'm like, Snoop, I hope you got a shrimp in there,
never
bro.
saw him.
I couldn't see him. It was too many people surrounding him. That man travels with an entourage, okay? Snoop is well protected, so yeah. I'm like,
And they're well fed, apparently.
apparently, they loved my shrimp. They were all gone after that. So.
I can just imagine like the piranha horde comes in and like a big flurry and then there's gone.
Because I was like, Snoop. Oh, wait, my shrimp. So yeah, I had to shut down the buffet after that. It was over after.
Well, it must have been good, and we need Snoop to know where to come to get seconds, or maybe his first, actually. So show us how to make this delicious Moroccan spice shrimp.
Oh, it is delicious, I guarantee. Now, it starts with Moroccan spices, of course. So I have a combination of paprika, turmeric, ginger, salt, pepper, coriander, cinnamon, cayenne, and cloves. And of course, you could maybe try to buy a Moroccan spice mix, but why do that? I know you have vast majority, if not all of these, in your spice rack, your spice pantry, whatever you have, all of those together. And I like to make big batches of it because this spice mix is not just for shrimp. Chicken, steak, great on potatoes too. It's nice for roasted potatoes.
Also, I would wear a dress in all those colors.
I mean, they are gorgeous, are they not? So yes, so you mix all of that together, and then I have a bowl, beautiful bowl of jumbo shrimp, deveined tail on, and I'm gonna add about a tablespoon, heaping tablespoon of this spice mix to the shrimp, and then we need a little bit of fat, just some olive oil, to help mix that in. When you're doing a large, like lots of spices mixed together, yes, give it a quick toss.
While you're doing that, Daphne, I'm gonna take a minute. I wanna talk to you about deveining shrimp, because I think it can be intimidating, and you wanna make sure you're doing it properly so you don't waste any of that beautiful shrimp. You can use a paring knife, which is easy and you know, obviously makes the work quick, but if you're intimidated by using a paring knife, or you want to just use a fork, you can do that too. And it's actually really simple. I'm going to take my shrimp that is still tail on, shell on, but that has been deheaded.
Yes.
Beheaded. beheaded.
Marie Antoinette.
Yes, exactly. And I'm going to take the tine of my fork and run it just under the shell, pull up, and just rip backwards, and you easily get out that vein. I'm gonna show you. You can go then all the way down, and it actually allows you to then devein the shrimp without even taking the shell off. And then you can see the vein that comes out here. You can pull it out really easily, and that's just waste, literally and figuratively. It can go away, and you can then close it up if you want to keep the shell on, or it's really easy once you have gone this far to just finish all the way down the back and then take the shell off really quickly too. And I will say, do not throw your shells out. Everyone thinks this is garbage. If you are not composting them, you are saving them. Put them all in a resealable bag, put them in the freezer. When you have enough, make shrimp stock. It is a flavor superhero. There's so much flavor in these shells.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Keep those. Okay.
Now that you have your lovely clean shrimp and they're beautifully spiced, then what do we do?
Yes, so back to the Moroccan way of this shrimp. I have my sheet pan already preheated in the oven.
I was wondering what you were going to the oven for.
I wasn't leaving. No. I preheated it because we're gonna put the shrimp
Right on?
Yes.
Okay.
And this way, because shrimp cooks very quickly, we're cooking in the oven. We don't want them to overcook. You hear that sizzle? You hear that sizzle already?
Oh, I hear it.
Yes. You want to put them out evenly, and that way they already start to cook at the bottom, and it's a quick cook in the oven. So that way we're not overcooking.
Is this a caterer trick? So you had to make like 700 of these for Snoop when he came by?
I've never seen shrimp cooked in the oven like this. I think this is brilliant.
And that's why when you preheat that pan, if you put it in a cold pan, you'll have to wait for it to come up to temperature, start to cook the bottom, and cook the top. That shrimp is way overcooked at that point. So yes, this is where you heat it, and then nice one. So there you go. So we'll throw this into the oven, 450, 6 to 8 minutes, and then that way you're gonna get this lovely beauty coming out.
I mean, 6 to 8 minutes, so not only is it gorgeous, I mean, this is like perfect,
quick
fast meal.
This is a great, I'd like to serve it up as an appetizer because, I mean, look how beautiful they look. Perfectly cooked.
Stunning.
And they even got a little bit of a char on the outside, got a little color going, and those beautiful colors from that Moroccan spice that we have. And then I serve this up with a cocktail sauce, but it's a Moroccan-inspired cocktail sauce. So we have a little bit of ketchup, and we have some chili sauce going in, a little chili sauce, some harissa paste.
Yes.
And this is actually a North African hot pepper paste. If I feel like you can get this in most grocery stores. If not, definitely online. Some horseradish always goes in a great cocktail
Love
sauce.
that.
What's that, lemon juice that you just added in?
Lemon juice goes in, little acid. And I mean, you serve this up on the side, or catered trick, if you're serving up for individuals, you want to do individual portions, put the sauce in a shot glass. You serve it up with the shrimp on the side, Moroccan shrimp cocktail. Tell me what you think.
It's good cold, it's good hot.
Oh, yes. So now you can get this full recipe at gooddishtv.com because, oh my, this is so good.
You're gonna wanna make it. I wanted to try the shrimp before I try the cocktail sauce, just so I get the baby first and then get the amped up flavor. It's beautiful because the Moroccan spices aren't overwhelming. Like it's a really nice starter recipe if you wanna try some exotic spices and see what they taste like, but still get that just like luxury of shrimp cocktail also. And now I'm going for that sauce. I do want to say, when it comes to cooking shrimp, the only thing you can mess up is actually overcooking them. And there's a really good tip to remember your ABCs when you are making your shrimp. If you have a loose J shape, right, those raw shrimp shape of the J, it's just raw. That's how you can remember the J. If it is an O shape, it is overcooked. And if it is a C shape, it is correctly cooked. So you got J for just raw, O for overcooked, C for correctly cooked, and you will never mess up your shrimp again. Let me get another one. Let me go into your gorgeous cocktail sauce.
The sauce is so good.
It's a nice little bit of heat in that cocktail sauce.
Just like lingers, it warms you right up.
Good stuff.
Also, and this goes for all seafood, when you're buying it at the store, whether you're going to a specific fish shop or to the grocery store, buy it fresh always if you can, if possible, and ask when they got it in.
Yes.
You want to make sure you are eating it as soon as possible once it comes out of the ocean, of course, but also know that if you can't get fresh fish or the fish that is fresh doesn't look so great, flash frozen fish is very accessible and usually frozen as soon as it comes out of the ocean, so it's still really fresh, and you can definitely use that over fish that's been frozen slowly. So look for flash frozen fish in your freezer case. The other thing to note, when it comes to frozen is once you de-thaw it so that you are preparing it for whatever recipe you're making, make sure to pat it as dry as you possibly can. Sometimes freezing creates some extra liquid, some extra water that will just steam the fish. So to make that beautiful dry rub, for example, or cook to crispy, you always want to get out as much liquid as you can.
Definitely. And when in doubt, trust your nose. Your seafood should smell like the sea. Very clean, marine, beautiful. Anything beyond that, take it back. All right, coming up, guys, from top chef to next level chef, Richard Blais is here. You will never guess what Gail caught him doing at 2 in the morning, she's telling us. And his new twist on tuna will blow your mind even more. Don't go away.
Like something you saw on the show today? We're dishing all the details on the good list. All the recipes, important tips, and tricks, all in one place. So stay tuned until the end of the show when we'll share the good list QR code. You can scan to send it all right to your phone.
Welcome back to The Good Dish. Richard Blais became a household name as a breakout competitor on Top Chef, going on to become the first All-Stars winner. He's an incredible chef, a restaurateur, and now a mentor on Fox's Next Level Chef. Please welcome my good friend, Richard Blais. We're just gonna hug and turn the other way. I mean, you really always bring the energy.
Yes.
That's what I love
Thank
about it.
I want you to get comfortable, but not too comfortable, because
Okay.
before we kick things off, I want Gail to tell us the story. What the heck did she see you doing at 2 in the morning?
Whoa!
Okay, so season, I don't know, 77 of Top Chef.
Okay.
He has transitioned beautifully, I might add, from a contestant to now being my co-judge. And we had some great years judging and doing all sorts of fun things together. And one year, our finale took place in San Miguel de Allende in Mexico. I have to say, it was like one of the best
Really?
So
finales.
Yes.
And we were staying at this gorgeous hotel. It was probably like 300 years old. It was really beautiful. And all of our rooms were centered around a courtyard that had a swimming pool in the center. One night, Padma and I are coming home from a late night of tequila drinking and whatever we were doing. The girls were out on the town, and we kind of, were slowly wandering home through the courtyard at about 2 o'clock in the morning, and there's someone in the pool. But that person is not like playing in the pool, like going for a late night skinny dip. They're like aggressively swimming laps.
Oh.
And I'm walking to my room, and I'm like, wait, Richard? You were like full on working out at 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I admire your fortitude, but I honestly looked at him like he had 3 heads. Like, I could not believe what I was seeing.
Yeah, well, imagine me topless, and then here's Gail and Padma rolling up at 2 a.m. So I stayed in the pool.
You did. You stayed in the pool.
Yes.
You weren't done your laps yet,
I'm a
so.
nerd, Gail. I'm a nerd. I was just staying busy. I wasn't, partying with you. I didn't get that invite.
Oh, well, I mean, that's not true.
Shade. Oh my goodness. But are you naturally that just like high? I have people in my family who are naturally that level of high energy, just a couple of them. And is that just naturally how you've always been? Obviously now you're hanging out with Gordon, who's also high energy,
yes.
like intensity. Is that just who
I
you
mean,
are?
when it comes to like fitness and stuff, I am like, if I'm bored, I'd go swim a couple laps, or I ran Central Park yesterday, like just to sort of stay busy. So I like to keep the energy as high as the hair.
Oh gosh.
Something to do.
Words to live by.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
I need my high heels. I mean, I can't compare.
And you were worried that your hair would be too high today.
I really thought I was going to take over the set with the hair. You won.
It's a competition, and always with Gordon as well. Like, I mean, really, even with the, like there's that East Coast love. Like, if you're really going after, like, if you're making fun of someone, it means you really love them.
Yes.
Gordon loves me. Gordon loves me.
You're lucky. You're a lucky one.
Yes, exactly.
Now, we're not just here to make fun of you.
That's okay, though. That's okay. I don't mind. I'm here.
we make fun of you.
I'm here.
I feel like we all have stories about you. We all
Yes.
work together in different places and spaces, but we want to eat your food today. You have to cook something.
All right, so we're gonna jump in. Now, we're doing seafood?
Yes.
Yes.
Which,
Yes.
by the way, props, because you don't do a lot of seafood on daytime TV. So,
Yeah.
I really appreciate the fact that we're doing something you don't do all of the time, right?
Good Dish viewers get it good, and they want to know about the good stuff.
And a lot of people intimidated by seafood, but this is a very easy dish. Daphne, can you help me out with the
love to
sauce?
help you out.
So we're gonna do an everything crusted
We're going to
ahi
start with the
tuna
shirt.
steak.
So we're going to.
Yeah, we're gonna start with the shirt.
kidding.
Which, by the way, you're the third person now who's been like, "Is that what you're wearing?"
I love this
No,
shirt.
thank you. I
think
appreciate
it's
it.
great.
Okay.
I thought we were stopping the making fun of Richard Blais part of the show.
I love you, Richard. I'm here for you.
all
Okay.
good. Thank you,
Tell us
Jamaica.
about
Thank
this,
you, Jamaica.
this everything. What now? Tell
Okay,
us
we're
what
gonna
this
get
is.
so we're gonna crust this tuna steak.
Gorgeous.
Daphne, what you're gonna do is pretty much add all of these ingredients, or most of them, to the mayonnaise.
Scallions.
Mayonnaise is one of my favorite ingredients. It works great with seafood. I once had a T-shirt that said "I love mayonnaise" on it.
Yes.
But I got mayonnaise on it. I do not wear that
my
shirt
gosh.
anymore.
I support it though.
So we're gonna mix the mayonnaise up, and then what we're gonna do, Jamaica, I'm gonna have you. We're gonna brush the ahi tuna steak. Sure.
Well, let me just tell the people, it was scallions.
Yes.
You had chopped ginger in there. You had mustard in there, sriracha, soy sauce, sesame oil. What a gorgeous mix.
Otherwise known as spicy tuna sauce. If you go to the sushi restaurant, spicy tuna sauce, which is like mayo and sriracha and some other good stuff. Ahi tuna steak. The great thing about it is you don't really have to be a great cook because you can cook it mid-rare. All you have to do is sear it. Super delicious. If you don't like seafood, I think this is the perfect sort of gateway to seafood, right? Tuna steak, it's got a meaty sort of texture to it. You got a little salt in there because you're a chef and you know what's up. And then what we're gonna do is, Jamaica, you're gonna jump in here.
Sure.
And you're going to
Brush it all
brush it
over?
all over,
Okay.
all over the tuna.
right.
And then what we're gonna do is we have this mixture of everything spice, right?
This is great, by the way, just to seal in that moisture, add a
Yeah.
little layer of caramel.
yeah, just a little bit, right? And it's gonna it does because the
Flavor
tuna can
and,
dry.
and a beautiful crust too.
The tuna can
It'll
dry. So what we're gonna do is we just brush it with a little bit of the mayonnaise. We're gonna dip
Drop
that
it
in
right in?
everything crust. I like to. This is like a real big celebrity chef move here, though.
Go for
Yes.
it.
Where's the camera? Which camera?
There. He'll get you. He'll get you right above.
Face right there. Zoom in, zoom in.
Get it right there.
There we go.
Oh, that's
I don't know why I do the Ryan Gosling "Hey Girl" when I do that, but there you go.
Here,
That's your move.
All right, we're gonna go into the everything spice right there, and you got sesame seeds, poppy seeds, garlic, onion, a little bit of salt, and we're just gonna flip it and we're gonna get going. Gail, if you want to put some
Yeah,
of that
can I-
sesame
may
oil
I?
in there. A little, that might be some olive oil.
Oh,
That's
sesame
all
oil.
right. No,
I'm
we can
sorry.
go.
I
We can go.
just
Split
grabbed the
difference.
oil.
Now you watch your
Sesame
pan
oil's
get
nice, though.
nice and hot. Gail, I don't know how to work the stove here. You know, I'm a molecular gastronomist.
I understand. And only.
Yeah, I mean,
the stove, it happens to be the most complicated stove on American television today.
Is it okay?
So,
If it's not liquid nitrogen powered, I don't know how to do it.
if we're not
That's just how it
cryo-vacking
works.
and sous videing, you're lost.
By the way, Jamaica,
this feels pretty hot.
That is beautiful. Like, I mean, you just do great work. Look at that, nice and crusted.
I like to
Perfect.
impress our guests.
Get all of the
pretty
texture
hot.
in there, and then
nice little.
and then listen, a little bit of ASMR, a little
Yes.
bit of seafood ASMR. You can see it's nice. You see a little bit of the smoke. That's what you're looking for. And this is a nice tip with seafood too. Use the non-stick pan.
Yes.
A lot of chefs, right? They have their bravado and they're like, we don't use non-stick pans. Use the non-stick pan if it makes it easier and more efficient. I'm all for it.
I agree.
All right, so we got the tuna searing right here. We're gonna give this a nice little flip. It's getting nice and charred right
beautiful.
there. And again, you can cook it mid-rare, so you don't have to be a great chef to cook a tuna steak. Mid-rare is fine.
Perfect.
Right.
There
Okay.
it is.
Tuna's going, it's smelling really nicely. Okay, Richard's pairing this ahi tuna steak with his smashed potatoes and jalapeno salsa verde. Oh, yes. Find out his recipe coming up next. That sounds so
Delicious.
Yes.
I really want
Of
you
course
to
we
nail
can.
that. Welcome back to The Good Dish. Chef Richard Blais just finished making his everything-crusted ahi tuna steak, and now he's going to show us how to make his gorgeous smashed potatoes and jalapeno salsa verde. Ooh, delightful. That sounds like a really balanced meal. I'm excited about this.
It is. Like, and there's no. Well, I just realized this. There's no butter in it. I don't know if like that's a good thing or not, but there's
Well,
no
it's
butter.
dairy-free.
It's dairy-free. It's generally healthy. It is healthy, actually.
it's very healthy.
And so the smashed potatoes. The key here is they're
Except
already
for the
done.
mayonnaise part.
Except for the lots of mayonnaise part.
Hey,
Okay, we like
y'all have to live.
For the potatoes, pretty simple. We're just boiling potatoes in salted water. You want the water to sort of be as salty as the ocean. Don't ask me which ocean. Whichever one's the saltiest, okay? That's where we're going right here.
We're going Dead Sea on
Yeah,
this
we're
now?
going Dead Sea.
Okay, maybe not that
That's a
salty.
problem, but yes.
Maybe not that salty. And then you just sear them off, and that's what these are right here.
Oh,
or if you
that's
want to, if you
interesting.
want to
I
even
see,
take,
yeah.
if you want to take them to the next level too,
We saw that.
Oh,
I saw
like
that.
a next level chef?
Yeah, if you want to go from the basement kitchen to the middle to the top. If you want
going.
also, you can smash them like this, and then you sear them. And you sear them maybe in some clarified butter. They get nice and golden and crisp. Or you don't sear them at all. Like just boiled potatoes and salt is also fine, all right? So we have our smashed potatoes, and Gail, we're gonna make what is a jalapeno salsa verde that is like, in my house, we just have a quart of it always on standby. It's a dressing, it's a vinaigrette, it's a sauce for vegetables or fish or meat, see whatever you want.
Great.
So it's what we call a dump and stir. Sorry, there it is. We're gonna add all the ingredients, Gail, right here to the food processor.
All right, what do
I'm
we
scared
have?
of the food processor.
I'll
We have
handle it for you. I got you.
You got it?
I
Okay.
got you.
We got some onions.
Good.
Remember when I was so intimidated by you when I was a contestant?
Talk about that.
And
Was Gail like, were you scared of Gail?
well, okay, you know the story I'm going to tell you.
Maybe.
When
There
I
was
was
a
a
couple.
contestant and fighting for my life on a reality,
Yeah.
my whole career is on the balance, and I'm looking.
Did your nails grow back?
No, they haven't. They haven't. And I'm looking out at Gail Simmons, and when you do these shows, you've done them before, and like the contestants are lined up, the judges are lined up, and no one's supposed to make eye contact, and it's supposed to be, be very, very serious, and it is a serious. It's my whole career on the line, and I look at Gail Simmons. Am I gonna win this? And Gail looks at me, and she mouths to me, "Boo." What? What?
That is some.
She did that.
That is some like emotional
Seriously? Well, I'm glad you were amused, Gail.
No.
I'm glad you were amused. I was
gotta keep
fighting. I
ourselves
know.
in
Got the peas pants.
Yeah, I did. All right, so we got jalapeno in there.
yes.
We got garlic. You got onion. You put in the secret
Wait, there's a
ingredient.
magic ingredient.
Yeah, there's a magic
I'm
ingredient.
sorry,
You
it's
did. You
over
put in the
here. I
magic
got
ingredient.
overzealous.
Anchovy paste.
Yes, that's a great one.
It's got lots of umami, the flavor of savory, what makes your mouth literally water.
It's
And
double
if you're
seafood today.
Yeah, and if you're like, oh, I don't like anchovy paste, it's not a lot. It's just enough to sort of wake up all of the flavors in the dish.
It won't taste fishy, I believe.
Yeah, and it is a secret ingredient. Like when you do a lot of these shows, sometimes they allow you to take a few ingredients from home with you, and one of mine is always anchovy paste. Put it
Love
in a
that.
little bit of all of your sauces.
And with the capers, there's like a lot of briny goodness.
A little bit
there.
of olive oil and all of those herbs. Yeah.
Oh, great,
All of
great,
those
great.
herbs, lemon juice.
So there's like thyme, basil,
Some of my
parsley, tarragon.
favorite herbs in the world: tarragon, parsley, basil, and mint. So some sweet herbs, and then a little bit of that bitterness from the parsley. And then hold on,
smells so good.
Daphne's right
Yes.
here, and she did this last time. By the way, if you're gonna salt things, salt
I know,
things.
make it count.
You're gonna
Make it count. Don't salt me, but
Hold
that
on,
was
hold
nice.
on, hold on, Daphne.
Bend over,
Hold
bend
on, hold on,
over.
hold on.
You stop this
There.
now.
Hold on, here it is. Hold on. You know what this is called? Salt Blais.
Oh, dude.
Dad's here.
Oh, that.
Dad's here. Okay, give it.
You ready?
Give it a buzz. And
You didn't put the oil in now. Like sometimes
dump it in there.
matter. Okay, good.
I grew up competing in 10-minute competitions.
Yeah.
You gotta go. You gotta
You're
go.
right, you're
We
right.
gotta go, Gail. We gotta go. We gotta get it on the plate.
go.
Okay, there it is. I think that's good. Now, this is a controversy in my house. How chunky do you want the salsa verde? Right? This is great, Gail. You're perfect. You know
thank you.
that.
That's nice of you.
Like, I like it just.
She's not judging you today.
By the way, I'm all bark and no bite. I just want to be clear.
And then I like it a little bit of chunky. Actually, I like it.
You're just putting it right
Well,
on there.
I'm going rogue. I'm going rogue. You can put it on the side, but I like to.
Go.
Yeah, go
Do
for it.
it.
You want to
Do
go
it.
for
Do
it?
it.
Listen, you got a lot of stuff to shoot. I can ruin this shirt. I can ruin this
You
shirt.
won't even notice it.
Yeah, you got to get the toss
Same
going.
color.
And there it is. Look at all those
Now that's
potatoes.
the toss. There we go.
Sort of glazed, and that is that what we're gonna do? We're
Yeah.
just gonna go right.
could
Yeah.
freak me out and make
right
me
to-
think
right
that's
to the
pesto.
plate. There, it does, right? It looks like a pesto. I like that. Oh, you want more?
No, that's
good.
lovely. That's
good.
great.
All right, we got our crusted tuna
Oh,
over
here, do you want to put it on top?
Yeah, we got this one that we just cooked over here. And there you go. You have your everything crusted ahi tuna with smashed potatoes tossed in jalapeno salsa verde.
Let's eat that.
All right, let's do it.
Oh,
Let's
here,
do
you
it.
got to take from here,
Okay.
too.
Hold on, this is the big moment. You're on
got
next
more. Go
level
for it.
chef. You're on Master Chef Junior.
Yes, we are. Here
You're
we go.
on Top Chef. The moment of truth, the cut.
I need a
Big more.
potato. I'm just gonna put it out
You
there.
know what I'm talking about, right?
That
You see the
potato.
judge do this on any of these shows? And this is what I always do. I cut it first, and then I hold it
Oh,
right to
flip
the
it for
camera.
us, Richard.
You're way more intimidating
Hold
than
it
I
right to
am.
the camera. Did they get the cook
Richard,
right?
there he is.
Did they do
No,
it?
no, right there. Stay, hold.
Did they get
there
it right?
There you go.
There it is. And then the viewer knows they're going home. They're going home.
Terrible.
You're not going home.
That is pretty good.
That everything bagel is the crunchy texture of it plus the saltiness it brings. So much flavor. And the warm potatoes drinking up that gorgeous secret sauce, fake pesto, green salsa verde jalapeno, 17 words. It is phenomenally delicious.
That is quite delightful.
Delicious.
Okay.
I still got it.
All right, I'm pretty sure everyone at home is jealous watching us enjoy this meal. So you can find Richard's full recipe on gooddishtv.com. Richard, I miss your cooking, man. This is so good. This is good.
Beautiful.
Nice,
And
perfect.
perfectly seared.
And you cooked it.
Okay. Well, I know what I'm having for lunch. What are you eating? Coming up, Richard's revealing how vinegar can take your cooking to the next level. Plus, more tips you don't want to miss.
Well, okay, now, Richard, each, mentor, it's a rival group of chefs, right? And to be honest, I want you to tell us the truth. Is it as intense as it looks on camera? Like Gordon Ramsay, is he really out to take you down? Like,
Listen, first of all, I just want to say that's the first time the show's ever been described as also starring Gordon Ramsay. I just want to be clear.
Got your back.
Make sure he gets a tape of this.
Exactly. Please don't send this to Gordon. Please do not send this to Gordon. Does that answer the question? Yeah. There it is. Yes, he's super intense, but honestly, I get an opportunity to be surrounded by greats like yourselves, and when you're great, it's because you're so intense at what you do, and he is as intense in the kitchen as he is off producing it, and I'm just
in terms of activities, and then Naisha, and then
well
Gordon
done.
is yes.
It is true that we have nicknamed the basement the Blaisement.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
You know
where
what?
you
Because
live.
there's always up. That's how you're
That's
just
true.
constantly elevating. You're the rock, you're the foundation that holds it all
Yes,
together.
and the lighting is great down there. I mean, listen, I don't mind. The lighting is
That's
really
what I
good.
always say. When you want that good lighting, go to the basement. Richard brought along some tips so everyone at home can take their cooking to the next level, starting with 2 ingredients he wants us all to be using more of. What are they?
Yeah, I love it. So like, if we are in that sort of bottom level basement kitchen, this is what every cook needs to understand. Everything needs a little bit of salt, right? And it's okay.
So why is you're angry?
It's okay to, sorry. Okay. Why is he angry at the salt and the scallops? But if you're not as angry, let me salt this this lemon over here.
Yes.
You just want to season from up high so that the salt disperses on everything that you're seasoning.
Okay.
And again, if you want it to stick, you got to throw it on there. So it's not just for show, but salt wakes up flavor. You need salt in everything. The other key thing is vinegar, right? A little bit of vinegar in anything, or citrus, which is also acidity, right? Acidity wins championships.
No question.
I just made that up, but I think it's true. And another tip I love with
Why
vinegar.
you're the star of Next Level Chef.
You're gonna
Careful,
cause problems.
careful.
I just like
taking
needling
down
Gordon a little bit. Just a little bit.
I want to come back for season 2, Dad. Okay. Here we go. Listen, I like to do this, especially when I'm barbecuing or grilling outside.
great.
Especially during the pandemic, I did a lot of barbecuing. You put the vinegar in a squeeze bottle, and then as your slow roasted pork or ribs or whatever are cooking, you just spritz it.
Yes.
The vinegar. I love this.
And it bastes the meat. And also, like in my restaurants, this is on the pass. A little bit of a little.
Or like a customer bothers you and you just,
That's it. Well, then you change the nozzle up and you're firing it
Get
at
out there.
people. There it is.
But I have to tell you, all joking aside, I know that wellness is a feature of your mission as well. Cooking with more vinegar as opposed to always more oil as an additional flavoring agent is so brilliant because you never feel like you're missing anything because it just excites your palate.
Yeah, and it's always in every sort of like cleanse. There's always like a vinegar shot with a raw clove of garlic.
Yeah, I'm not clear on that.
I think that's delicious. Maybe that's a problem.
It is delicious. But to that point, it is delicious. Vinegar makes everything more delicious.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes, there it is.
All right, so now in addition to vinegar and salt, you also have another tip for taking your seafood next level.
Yeah, seafood. So again, the toughest thing to do with seafood is get that nice sear. We talked about the nonstick pan in the last segment. You want a hot pan. And one way to make sure that you get a good sear is to make sure that the seafood itself, or meat, quite honestly, is dry before you cook. And you can see on the napkin as I pat these scallops, you can see the moisture that comes off on the napkin.
definitely.
The drier the thing is that you're cooking, the better sear you're gonna get. Hot pan, dry protein, or whatever you're cooking, you're gonna get a nice sear on it. So pat them dry, especially if you're defrosting seafood. It's got more moisture on it. You wanna pat it dry, you get a nice sear that way. The other way to get a sear is using one of my other secret ingredients. It's not just vinegar, it's not just anchovy paste. It is this magical ingredient right here, ghee, which is clarified butter. It's butter where the milk solids have been removed. I'm not bragging, but I have a TikTok video that's got 6.2 million views. And it's utilizing ghee. It was pretty good for me. It was really good for ghee.
I bet it was really good for you.
Really
But
good for
truthfully,
ghee.
ghee also, because it is clarified butter, you don't need to buy it either. You can make it yourself really easily.
Who's
right?
got time for that, Gail Simmons?
Okay, buy ghee. Buy Top Chef Richard Blais. Next level chef Richard Blais' ghee.
But the point being, it
Specifically.
doesn't burn. You won't get that same burned quality that butter can.
Exactly, it
Yeah.
doesn't burn, and you can make it yourself. You just slowly simmer butter and skim off the milk solids. And if you're advanced level, top tier level, Gail Simmons, you can do that.
Right. We're aiming high here. Thank you, Richard. It was
Thank
so fun
you.
having you in the Good Dish Kitchen. Fox's Next Level Chef airs Wednesday nights. Check your local listings. Coming up, the weirdest, craziest bagel shop orders, well, you've ever seen. And the man brave enough to try them.
Are you staying for that?
No, but did someone order cinnamon raisins?
I mean, with peanut butter.
Making a living tasting and photographing food across the country kind of sounds too good to be true, but it's been the golden ticket for our next guest. Jeremy Jacobowitz is the food adventurer who does the research for you, so you know where and what to eat wherever you go. Here's a look.
I have to tell you about this dish that I had in Tampa. So it's actually a lobster corn dog. Wow. At Valentina's Barbecue in Austin, Texas, they are serving up this breakfast taco. Wow, 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 wow. This smoked watermelon ham is one of the craziest things I've ever eaten on my food adventure journey. I found the biggest and best apple fritters in Montreal, maybe anywhere. It's freaking delicious.
Jeremy, come on out. And you brought a new order. You brought a bagel. Yeah,
So many bagels to have you guys.
Well, thank you for joining us, and thank you for bringing a baker's dozen along with you. So fun. What was that giant thing you were eating in Montreal? It was like a.
Oh, what was it? What did they call it? It was a giant. It was a fritter.
It was a fritter.
Oh yeah. Bernie's beignet up in Montreal. It was unbelievable.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yum. Got to put it on the list.
I gotta tell you, so you used to be a food producer, and now you are a full-time content creator. It must be such an amazing skill set to be able to understand how to create beautiful content that people are really going to be glued into, and they are. Your stuff is so compelling, and you feel like you're eating right alongside you. And you do taste a lot of different foods, but one food that your followers can't seem to get enough of are bagels, understandably. King of carbs, the bagel. But one of the things that you do is you had your followers start to send you their bagel orders, so that you would go and try them. What compelled you to do this?
And how did that
That's pretty cool.
start?
So it started because I was explaining to people what my favorite bagel is, which I get like an everything egg bagel. Little controversial,
everything egg.
the
Egg
egg,
bagel.
but I like it.
I don't even
All
know.
over New York. all over.
Really? Who knew?
Yeah, come on.
I'm a classicist.
But then scallion cream cheese and lox would be like maybe avocado too, if you want to go a little.
Wow.
But so
That's
I was
solid,
like, this
solid
is
order.
my order, and then everyone started sending me their own. I realized that their favorite orders were so crazy and so insane, and I was like, they have to be messing with me.
Yeah.
They have to. I'm like, all right, well, I'll try them then. If you guys are really saying they stood behind them, so I ordered a bunch to try them. Some of them were good, and some of them were not so good.
Okay. Speaking of some so good and not so good, you've brought us a few of the weirdest bagels, and we're gonna try and find out which ones we like and which ones we should never do again. Let's see.
Yeah.
There is apprehension in her
visually,
voice.
I'm a little scared.
You're not really selling it to me, guys. Please just look at this bagel. You should
I'm
make
sorry.
them send you a picture of themselves eating this creation.
People did start being convinced that people were messing with me, but I'm going to take them at their word.
You guys decide.
Either way, it's fun
decide
to
if this is a
explore, right?
ridiculous
It's fun to
thing.
explore, yes.
Yes.
And people, like the good and the bad.
We're
I
gonna
guess.
do this.
Okay.
We are all in right along with you. So
Okay.
take us through the first one.
So this is a plain bagel, cinnamon raisin cream cheese. Sounds good so far.
Sure.
And some sausage.
Okay.
Shall we try?
What? This
yours.
sounds like this could be my jam. Let me see.
Oh.
It could be. Huh?
Okay. I like your openness to the world.
Okay. I don't hate it. But
It doesn't sound too crazy.
no, because you get that sweet, savory thing going on. I do love cinnamon, raisin, like that, the cream cheese. So it's creamy, salty, sweet. Okay. Would it be my everyday breakfast order? Maybe not, but this is doable. I kind of like this.
All right, what's next?
All right, who's eating the second one with me?
I will.
All right.
I'm gonna take it for the
So
team here.
this one is a blueberry bagel.
Can we just
okay?
like show this inside? Okay, blueberry bagel.
Blueberry
You've
bagel.
already lost me at blueberry bagel.
Strawberry cream cheese,
Okay.
Again.
Not bad.
lox, onions, capers, tomatoes.
Oh man.
Have at it, Gail.
See, here's what's interesting. The inside, in and of itself,
It's classic.
is perfect.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
I'm confused about the strawberry cream cheese and the blueberry bagel, which I happen to believe should not be a bagel.
I agree.
But here we go, because I
okay.
am an explorer, and
This
I'm
is what we
open.
do.
Right.
Absolutely. All right.
I like that you're doing it with me.
That was a big
She
bite.
went for the
too.
middle.
That's a big
Oh, you like
bite.
I am so proud of you. That's incredible.
All right, there we go.
I'm sorry.
It's just like, don't make me do it again.
This is some like crazy hazing
I think it's
stuff, right?
disgusting.
It's the worst combination.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. I can't even eat it.
The blueberry strawberry luxe is just that should be illegal.
All right.
All right, I got the final one.
Go for it,
Jeremy,
Sarah.
please tell me you took it. What happened here? There's something hiding in this thing. What
So
is this?
this is a garlic bagel with peanut butter.
Oh,
All right.
dude.
Right?
Oh,
All
what
right.
I'm going.
See, there we
Yeah,
go.
she's
Okay.
like,
Not too terrible.
that's a child's play.
This one here.
Winner.
No?
Can I tell you? I just, even looking at this, I was like, it's Thai. It's a Thai mix. It's garlic and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a
That's
Thai
exactly
bagel.
it.
I love it. Delightful.
I feel like I got hazed.
Yeah, you did.
For the record, coming up, Jeremy has the craziest things we can do with beloved Everything Bagel Sprinkle. Don't go away.
Okay.
Food influencer Jeremy Jacobowitz is back with us, and we are talking about the beloved seasoning that took the world by storm, everything bagel, the sesame seeds, poppy seeds, garlic, all the good stuff. But bagels aren't the only food that deserve to be bathed in this delicious, crunchy, and salty mixture. We have some unique combinations to try, hopefully mostly more delicious than the ones we just had. Jeremy, what are we doing
I
next?
promise way more delicious.
Okay.
So we
What are we
have,
kicking off with?
we got a Bloody Mary with little everything bagel seasoning rim.
Thank you.
Now, I will say, I'm more of a Bloody Maria person.
Understood. Me too.
yeah.
Tequila.
Need that, definitely.
Okay.
Yep.
But whatever you want to put in there.
Okay,
I
you
think,
go first.
Oh, I go
I
first.
need
Oh,
to-
you're
I
worried.
need-
You're scared I brought something bad for you? No, we're going to be good.
I mean, it makes perfect sense
Right.
Oh.
as a rim, because usually you just put
does work.
salt or salt and
Yes.
pepper or celery salt.
Yep.
But having the nutty, salty, kind of garlicky savoriness,
Exactly.
like that's a great
I
idea.
want to like
Exactly.
nipple it off the rim somewhere. Like a blast hamster. You know?
All right, Jeremy, you have redeemed yourself. I
See?
like you again. There we go. All right, so tell us what's next.
Next is shishito peppers. So again, sort of like, I think with all seasoning, you don't want to overpower anything, but you want to bring out the flavors that you expect in it. I think that does a beautiful job here, as well as, again, looking pretty.
So much seasoning, so much crunch. I love that.
Yeah.
Because these get softened as you sort of, sear them on the skillet. This is a great upgrade.
Get that
Love it.
texture.
Yeah. Okay. Third, this looks
They're-
beautiful.
These are very, very special. These are in a Taylor Ham Everything Bagel Empanada from Cubito Cafe in Jersey.
Nice.
I know they
sounds
started
fun.
their business during COVID, and now they're serving them up.
I like that.
Oh, scrambled eggs, ham in the middle, everything bagel, delightful pastry.
man.
Oh my gosh.
This is a good
This is
breakfast.
the best empanada I've ever had. Wow.
That is good.
Whoa, how do you do that?
All right, I'm in, and the bagel seasoning really makes it. 'Cause it adds that crunch and salt on the top, like a little crust.
It's very easy. People will be very impressed. And oh,
What a
everything
fun
bagel
brunch.
seasoning.
This is great.
Yeah,
This is my life.
it's amazing.
Got a cool
Killed
life,
it.
Jeremy.
We are riding along with you. Thank you so much, Jeremy. This
No,
was
thank
so
you guys for
fun. We
having
learned
me.
so much. And to catch up on everything you need to make today's recipes, go to the Good List. It's coming up next. Welcome back to The Good Dish. From under the sea to everything bagel seasoning, This hour was jam-packed with tips.
Lots of them, for sure.
We had a good time today. All right, so now it's time for the good list. You see that cute little QR code on your screen? Open up your camera app and hold your phone up to the screen right there, and it will take you to all of the recipes and more from today's show. You can also head over to gooddishtv.com to get it all. And on the good list today, the answer to the question that we love to answer for everyone at home: what's for dinner tonight? Oh, it better be my Moroccan spice shrimp.
Yes.
Okay, make sure you dip it way down deep in that sauce. It was amazing. And you can also get Richard Blais' tuna recipe. Oh, and he also has a bonus burger tip and more on the good list. So you better get to scanning right now.
Absolutely. Yo, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Here's to good times with good friends.
Woohoo.
And good food. Delicious. All right, we'll see you next time on The Good Dish.